Hey Internet, I'm Chaz.
And I'm Dan. Welcome to Wine is Serious Business, episode 216. We're here today with a couple unusual white wines from Oregon, but these are both wines that I've enjoyed recently.
I was wondering how you got the show.
Yeah, fairly recently anyway. Like, kind of saw them on shelves around and was like, yeah, I want to share these with you guys. Let's talk about them. So, the first one we're going to get into is the 2012 Gewurztraminer from Montinore.
Okay.
This is all made from organic grapes. Nice price, like 16 bucks. Maybe you get it for a little less depending on what retailer you go to. Really good price for an all organic grape. Gewurz, I love, and Chaz loves like these dry white wines.
Yeah.
German Alsatian varieties. I have a hard time with Gewurztraminer. Like I consider it long odds. I've had good experiences with them in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the first wines I really liked, but I find some really disappointing ones too.
I've sort of had the same experiences with them. Sometimes they just tend to come off a little too strong for what they are. But I've kind of went away from the standard, like Dan would say, would tend to like the drier whites. Kind of went away from the normal stuff and kind of experimenting with these Gewurztraminers, and I'm really finding that some of them are quite good. So excited that we're actually tasting these wines. I was really excited to see the Ovum one. I've been eyeballing that one on shelves for a little while.
Right, so a lot of cool stuff coming out of the nose right away.
Great. Very tropical, like it sort of has that feel to it right off the bat, right?
Lychee to me.
Lychee?
Like it's, yeah. Have you had those before?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
You met like Thai places or whatever, like these little white fruits.
Okay.
Sometimes they're on ice, but yeah, they're a little tropical, but a little richer than like a pineapple or something like that.
Right. Because this is almost going towards like, it could be like underripe, a little underripe pineapple, like where it's
Sure.
almost a little greener on the edge. But yeah, it smells really good. Got some like something else that's like sort of. It's not lime. It's like almost like
A green apple peel maybe or something
maybe
like
kiwi.
that. Yeah.
Kiwi.
I can see that. Sure.
Yeah, it's like something that's got a little bit of a zip to it, but it smells really cool. Ooh. Yeah.
Right.
That's cool wine.
Just like nice, totally clean. Right. You're getting just a touch of that. Probably more like kiwi, right? You got a little bit of that white core in the center.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a little bit of structure to it. Kind of, I think the cliche spice that they talk about when you say Gewurztraminer. But the flavors are just really floral, that light tropical thing. And it's got just this really clean and gentle feel to it, but still full.
Well, the way that the acidity sort of hits in the finish too was where I kind of like went, ooh, you know, because yeah, it sort of provides that zippy kind of kiwi, a little bit of tropical flavor going on, but fruit flavor initially. But there's like this great zip and burst of acidity right after the finish, or right after the wine's swallowed. That's really quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, super clean, sort of a lighter body wine. Doesn't have a lot of weight. But man, awesome summer wine. Like this is really
You can
delicious.
keep drinking this all day. Like this is really easy. Past times I've had it, it was a little colder, and I preferred it a little colder. It's not quite room temp now, but it's definitely warmer than cellar temp.
Just a little over cellar temp. So yeah, somewhere between 58 and 60.
Somewhere in there. And I think maybe 5 degrees down would probably be prime drinking temp. But even at this warmer state, I'm not getting any booze off it. And I think that's one of the problems I have with Gewurz, in kind of search of a sweeter style wine. The grapes will be riper.
13.9 too.
Whoa. Yeah, it's integrated though.
Surprising because of the way the body comes across and the acidity. Maybe it's the acidity doing that work for us, but man, it's
LPD.
Surprised.
Yeah.
Huh. I would never have guessed it was 13.9. I would have guessed high 12s, mid 12s, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and I get booze off a lot of Gewurz, or a little too much bitterness. A lot of times, even if there are other flavors I like, this does a great job bringing the good stuff out, keeping it light and refreshing.
Yep. Score somewhere just above 85, probably like 80, 86, 87 points. I'd probably settle 86 points. A very, very good wine, and $16 retail roughly.
Yep.
And delicious. Something that they get pretty good distribution, so you should be able to find this just about anywhere in the Pacific Northwest. So.
Yeah, that's true too. There's a lot of it out there. Yeah, 88 for me. Right? I was like thinking of it like, man, if this is a Riesling, like I'd be wanting a little more, but that's not what we're drinking. So don't think about it like that. This is rock solid Gewurztraminer. Definitely check it out if you get the chance.
Do wish these were a bit colder. All right, so
you get a lot out of the nose on these. That's for sure.
Yeah, the nose is jumping. All right, so this is the Ovum
Suspension Muscat.
Suspension
Yeah.
2012 Muscat. So Eola Springs Vineyard,
Yep.
Eola Amity, right on.
And this is just over $20.
Yep.
You know, 21, 22, 23.
Been impressed with the Ovum wines I've had in the past. They're really cool wines, and the price point's really competitive for what they are.
Yeah,
So,
and boy, really a label to watch too, man. For being brand new to the game, the quality of the stuff that's been coming out
Yeah.
has really got my attention and makes me think that, you know, after they've been doing this for 10 years and like have their fruit sources and their production methods all honed in, I think there's going to be kind of some landmark stuff coming
totally.
out of that place. So. Super, right, this could be nothing
This
but
smells
Muscat, right?
Weird. Man, this smells strange.
So I'm getting kind of banana and kind of like banana candy almost too, right? Not so much like you smashed a banana up in the glass, but like banana flavoring.
Okay. Man, I don't know where to go with the nose in this thing. It's like
A little bit, maybe a little coconut or something, and some apple.
it's very, very strange. I would agree with the coconut things, but man, it's like going towards strong lemon sort of component. I don't know. But it's just the way that it comes across. It comes across with like a candy. It's. I don't want to. I mean, you use the term artificial. But
Yeah,
like
sure.
It's got like lemon lemon heads. Think of like
Okay.
lemon head candies.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I'm not getting the lemon so much, but that's just different.
No, it's not. It doesn't smell
Yeah.
like lemons, like the fruit.
Oh, right.
It smells like
the
lemon head candies.
Yeah.
Like where yeah. So it's that, and then maybe a little bit of coconut. But man, it's got a, I don't know, strange aroma. So. Weird.
Real gentle texture all the way
Very
across
gentle
the palate
texture.
again. A little bit of acidity coming in late. A lot of the flavors from the nose kind of deliver on the palate. I'm leaning more towards that coconut than that banana candy that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. To me, the sort of like lemon head thing is still very strong on the palate, at least for me.
Okay.
Initially, the texture here is really, really nice. It has like sort of a creamy component in the mid palate that lends to like length in the finish. It's very, very nice. Man, just the flavor is, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Yeah, it is kind of an unusual experience now that I'm thinking about it. Like that coconut
I just can't
thing with with the richness, and it isn't like this heavy, thick richness that I have. And again, this is another grape that's often done pretty sweet. I'll even say that I like it sweet sometimes, but this isn't pushing it too far. It just has some richness to it, and the acidity kind of cleans things up at the back end. I'm really liking the texture all the way across.
I agree with the texture components. Like structurally and texturally, this is a great wine. I think it comes down to experience. Maybe the stuff that we eat, I have a hard time, I have a hard time with the flavors of this wine.
Sure,
Just
fair enough.
not something I'm into.
Okay.
So
Sorry, I let you down. I guess.
nope. That's
Yeah.
I mean, I would gladly continue. I'll finish the glass, and I would probably have another glass, try it out, but not something that's for me. So,
Sure.
Anyway,
Drink your words.
I will. A strange wine. I mean, I can see a lot of people liking this. There's stuff going on in this. It's really quite good, but my mind just keeps getting stuck on this one flavor.
I've had that happen, especially like with some Pinot Noirs for me. Like I get the and with Rieslings, like there can be like a lemon peel bitterness component that I can't get over.
Right.
If I'm picking up too much.
Definitely happens with sour beer for you, right?
Yes. Sour beer. Something can trigger this thing. That's the barnyard that is.
You just can't get past.
I can't get over. So.
Yep.
For me, I'm still enjoying it. I'll agree the flavors are a little outside of I guess what I expect, but it's true to the nose. I'm loving the texture. So 87 for me on this one. I think a little colder would probably help it out too.
I'm also wondering that too.
Because it keeps it a little more like refreshing. But I don't know. But frequently, especially when doing the show, we will err on the side of warm wines for whites because you really get to see into them a little more.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I agree with everything Dan said. Like structurally and texturally, this wine is fantastic. It just flavor-wise, not for me. So, you know, I go into the low 80s for that reason.
Sure.
But that's where I'd leave it. Somewhere
Sure.
around, you can't call it an average wine because there are things there that are very, very nice and obviously well done that lend to the quality. But just it's completely an opinion-based thing. 82.
That's what we're here to do.
81.
All right, cool.
So,
Before we move on to the question of the day, I'll let you do that, give you some time to think about it. I wanted to say thanks to some people who've been participating.
Yeah.
First off, we've got Michael Walter from Facebook and Andrew Bogani, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, on YouTube, who both said, like, grapes they want to explore over the next year. They both mentioned Sangiovese, which is kind of like, you know, not a cliche pick by any stretch of the imagination. But two people wanted to pursue that, and I thought that was really cool, so thanks for commenting.
Yeah, thank you.
And then Ty Hockstaff has commented a lot on YouTube lately. So most of you know us through Facebook, watch through there, but the YouTube comments are always interesting because it's people not necessarily so much from the Portland area, but like a broader spectrum of viewers. And Ty's been commenting a lot lately and being a little more hard-hitting than most of our comments, giving us a hard time when we don't mention certain producers sometimes.
Oh, awesome. I need to read these. Okay.
You do, yeah. You got to get on YouTube. So big thanks to you for watching shows and for being inspired to comment on a few of them. I want to respond to your thoughts on Riesling, like we didn't talk about Christoffel or Prüm. I love them both.
Yeah, I love them both. Those are both fantastic producers.
Yep, and we haven't had, well, we have had them both on the show, but not anytime recently. And 12 would be a good time to get comparably priced bottles and maybe blind them on us, give us another chance to
show
look like
for this guy.
Yeah, it might do that. So yeah, so thanks for the comments. Did you figure out a question?
Oh yeah, I got a question.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
So basically, what's the last gimmicky thing you've ever purchased? Like where you saw something and you just had to buy it, and it serves really no purpose. Like for me, I bought a quadcopter recently, or like yesterday on Amazon, because I went to a friend's house and played with it, and it was hilarious fun. And I'm sure it'll be like something I play with for like 2 weeks and then never touch again. But I spent $100 on it, right? Like, what's the last thing you've done like that, where you've spent money on something, but it's like something you know obviously is just going to be like kind of a gimmicky thing that you play with for a little bit and then it's done.
This is similar to those lines. I'd like to think that I'll play with it for more time, but maybe I won't. Have you heard of Star Citizen, the game?
No.
So this is this online game. They've been, instead of going through Kickstarter, they did their own crowdfunding thing.
Okay.
They've been running it for over a year, and to fund it, you pre-buy spaceships that you'll use in the game.
Okay.
And they're not cheap either.
Oh.
So I think I spent $70 or something on a package, right? You get like in-game money and all this stuff for an imaginary ship in a game that doesn't even exist yet. And I'm just kind of on the idea that like it'll be fun at some point when it comes out, and then there are benefits to having been in on it early.
Yeah.
So that's pretty ridiculous. Let us know about stupid things you spent your money on. Wine is not stupid.
No, wine is not one of them. Yeah.
No. Thanks for watching.
Serious business. I had to. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.